Good morning, students. I believe you had a wonderful weekend, and I believe you are set for today's class. Do away with all distractions. Pick your pen, your writing materials, and your textbook, and be set with this class. My name is Ilesomitope. I'll be taking you through Formulae. That is, we'll be looking into substitution and change of subjects. Before we go to what we have for today, we are going to do the correction to our last assignment, the assignment that was given under word problems on simultaneous linear equations. Okay, so we're going to do that first before we go to what we have for today. Now, question 1 says Uzezi and Jaja have $600 between them, and Jaja has $240 more than Uzezi. How much does each have? Okay, how much does each have? Now, I'll start by saying let the amount received by Uzezi and Jaja be X and Y. Uzezi is X and Jaja is what? Y. Now, the amount between them, that is the sum of the money between them, X plus Y, is what? $600. Are you getting me now? Now, Jaja has $240 more than Uzezi. That is, when you deduct the amount of Jaja from Uzezi's amount, it must give you $240. Uzezi is X, Jaja is Y. So that means we are having Y minus X must give you what? $240. So how much does each have? How much does Uzezi have? How much does Jaja have? That is what we want to look at now. Okay, using the method of elimination, rearranging this will give us what? That will be X plus Y equals 600, then minus X plus Y equals 240. So once I do this, I'm going to have Y to be equal to, this will be 840 divided by 2, right? Which is 420. So Uzezi is 420. Now, either of the equation, either 1 or 2, just put in when Y equals $420. What is X? So that means X equals 600 minus 420, which will give you $180. This is 180, right? $180. So the amount of Uzezi is 180 and the amount of Jaja is 420. Now, if you go back to this statement that Jaja has 240 more than this, subtract this from this, it's going to give you 240, which is very, very correct. Okay. Question 2 says a newspaper and a magazine cost $110 altogether. The newspaper cost $70 less than the magazine. Now find the cost of each. The same thing also applies to this. The same thing. Let the cost of newspaper be X and the cost of magazine be Y. That means they cost 110 altogether. Now the newspaper costs 70 less than the magazine. It costs 70 less than the magazine. What does that mean? That is, the cost of the newspaper is 70 less than the cost of the magazine. That is, if you subtract the cost of magazine, Y, minus the cost of the newspaper, must give you what? $70. That is the meaning. So when you do that, you are going to have 2Y. That is, you change this one, that will be minus X plus Y. Then you cancel out, then you have, let me add here. Okay. So that will be 2Y equals what? 180. So that means Y equals what? $90. US dollars. So that is the cost of magazine, and the newspaper cost $70 less than the magazine. That is, the magazine costs 70 more than the newspaper. So when go back to any of the equation 1 or 2, when y is 90, what is x? That means x equals 110 minus 90, which is x equals 20. So that means the cost of the newspaper is $20 US, and the cost of the magazine is $90 US. And if you go back to the statement of the problem, it is true. Now, a pencil and a rubber cost $54 US altogether. 4 pencils cost the same as 5 rubbers. Find the cost of each. It's very okay. Okay, we have the cost of pencil to be x and the cost of rubber to be what? Y. So they cost $54 US altogether. This is equation 1. Then 4 pencils costs the same as, that is 4 pencils, that is 4y, or 4x rather, costs the same as 5 rubbers, that is 5y. Okay? Now, this is the method of substitution. You just use substitution to do this. Either you use equation 1 or 2, but I'm going to use equation, okay, let me use equation 1. Equation 1, make either of y or x the subject of the formula. That is x equals, I'm making y now, 54 minus what? Y. Yes or no? Now, let's put it in equation 2. That is 4 into 54 minus y equals 5y. So what will be the value of my y? 54 times 4, that will be 216. That will be 216 minus 4y equals 5y. Okay, then when you do this, that will be 216 divided by 9 will give us y, which is y equals, that will be 2, 3, that will be 24. Okay, so when y is 24, what is x? Just put it here in this equation. X equals 54 minus 24, and that will be what? X will give us, x equals 54 minus 24, and that means x will give us 30. So that is the cost of pencil will be $30 US, and the cost of rubber will be $24 US. Now the last question says, the sides of the equilateral triangle are given a CM. That is 3x plus 2, then 2y minus x, y plus 3. Find x and y and the perimeter of the triangle, and draw the associated triangle. Draw the associated triangle with the sides. Find the perimeter, find x and y. Now, it's an equilateral triangle. What does that mean? That is, all the sides are equal. So, all the sides are equal means, if all the sides are equal, that means 3x plus 2 is equal to 2y minus x, and is equal to y plus 3. Now, what does this mean? Mathematically speaking, 3x plus 2 equals y plus 3. Then 2y minus x equals y plus 3. That is the meaning, mathematically speaking. Okay, that is 3x plus 2 equals y plus 3. And 2y minus x equals y plus 3. So if you collect the like terms from those equations, you're going to have 3x minus y equals 1. Then 2y, that will give you y. That will be minus x plus y equals 3. Yes or no? Yes. Take this one to come and join this one. This will be minus, then yeah, it's correct. Now I can eliminate this now. Then I will add this. This will be 2x. That will be 2x equals 4. That means my x equals what? 2. So when x equals 2, what is y? Let me use equation 1. So that will be 3 multiplied by 2. That will be 6 minus y equals 1. That means y equals 5. 6 minus 1 will give us 5. Okay, that means when x equals 2, y equals 5. Now, pick your pen and paper. Put when x equals 2, y equals 5 and find the size. You will know that all the sides will be equal. Yes, all the sides will be equal. Let's do it together. This will be 6, 8. This will be 10, 8. This will be 5, 3. That will be 8. So x and y is 2. X is 2, y is 5. The perimeter of the triangle, that is the sum of all the sides, the sum of all the 3 sides, 8 plus 8 plus 8, that is what? 24. So that is the perimeter of the triangle. Then you can draw the associate triangle. All the sides are equal. Equilateral triangle. This is an equilateral triangle. All sides are all equal. This side is 8, 8, 8. So that's all. Now, let's go back to what we have for today. I said formulae, and we'll be looking at substitution and the change of what? Subject of the formula. Now, what are the things that we need to understand? At the end of this lesson, you must be able to understand how to substitute values into formula, how to change the subject of the formula, then how to interpret word problems related to change of what? Of formula. Please be attentive, stay focused and stay calm, and don't be distracted at all in any way. So for the course of this work, we will not be able to look into it, we will not be able to look into all. So we might just look at substitution. So then in our subsequent classes, you follow as we go to change of subject of the formula. Okay, now let's start with formulae and substitution. A formula is an equation with letters which stand for quantities. A formulae or a formula is an equation. As you can see, C equals 2 pi r is an equation, and it's also called the formula to find the circumference of a what? Of a circle, which r denotes the quantities, and C also is the circumference of the what? Of the circle. Now, again, let's look at another one. In science, we have that I equals V over R. This is what we call Ohm's law. I think in basic science, this is Ohm's law. Ohm's law of electricity. So, the I stands for current, which is in amps, amperes. Then the V stands for voltage, which is in volts, as you can see here. Then the resistance, which is R, the R stands for resistance, which is in what? In ohms. And this occurs in an electrical circuit. Now, in arithmetic, you've come across this formula before. This is from simple interest, XI. This is the formula to find the interest gained on a principal. The P there is principal, the R there is rate, which is in percent, then the T there is in time, which is in years. Time, which is in years. So this is an example of formula. These are formulas. These are formulae. Formula is singular, formulae is plural. Now, note something. Sometimes the same letter can stand for different quantities in different formulae. How do we prove that? Let's go back to this. We have I equals PRT over 100. Then we have I equals V over R. Do you see? I, R. Using I and R in two different ways, giving different meanings in different formulae. I here stands for what? For current in an electrical circuit. I here stands for simple interest in an arithmetic. Okay, I think I've explained this. Okay, now formulae is the plural of formula. That is English. Now, what's the meaning of substitution? To substitute in a formula means to replace letters by their values. Check the word, to replace letters by their values. That is, if I have a particular formula and I have I is this, P is this, R is this, then I should be able to put those letters and replace them with what? With the values given. Now, this makes it possible to calculate other values. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, now let's look at the example that we have. We have example 1 here. A gas at the temperature of theta degrees Celsius has an absolute temperature of Tk, where T equals theta plus 273. Now, theta plus 273 there is the what? Is the formula. Now, find the absolute temperature of a gas at a temperature of 68 degrees Celsius. Now, if you want to go far in this, if you want to really make your work so easier, follow the parameters given. The theta there is the absolute temperature, which is this, theta. Then, question B says, if the absolute temperature of a gas is 380 Kelvin, find its temperature in degrees Celsius. That is, if T, which is in Kelvin, as it is given here, if it is given, that is, you can find theta. That was what we said in this. That is, this makes it possible to calculate other values. Hope you are getting what I'm saying. Okay, now let's look at the calculation. Question A. The first thing you write out the formula. T equals theta plus what? 273. Now, what are the things that you already have? You already have theta to be what? 68 degrees Celsius. This is your theta here. This one is theta. Now, just insert your theta. So this is what we mean. This is what we mean by. This is what we say when we are saying that we substitute. That is putting letters to replace what? Values. Putting values to replace what? Letters. That will be 68 plus 273. And this should give you, that will be 11, that will be 14, that will be 341 Kelvin. Yes, that is A. Just addition. So it must be in Kelvin because your absolute temperature Tk is in Kelvin. Now, if the absolute temperature of a gas is 380 Kelvin, what does that mean? This is your T. You are looking for now. You are looking for theta now. Okay? Now, write out your formula again. Theta plus 273. Now, you already have this to be 380. Then theta plus 273. Now, what is theta? Just subtract 380 minus 273. That should give you 701 degree Celsius. That is 107 degrees Celsius. Yes. Now, example 2. The formula W equals VI gives the power. W is in watts and so on like that. Okay. What are the things that we need to note? Write out the formula first. W equals VI. Your V is the power. Sorry, your W is the power. Your V is the volts. And your I is the current. Now, an air conditioner of maximum power needs a current of 25 amps in a 120 volt circuit. Find the power being used. Just put it. You already have your V. You already have your I. That is W equals, your V is 250 volts, if I'm not mistaken, and 120, and your current is 25. Sorry, this is 120. This is 120, and this is 25. So 120 multiplied by 25, that should give you what? I think that should give us 1.5. That should give us 1.5. That should be 1.5. Okay, 120 multiplied by 25. Okay, that is 3,000. That is 3,000. That is 3,000 watts. Don't forget to put the units. 3,000 watts. Okay. Yes, that's 3,000 watts. So that is the power. Now, an electric circuit, an electric light bulb is marked 100 watts, 240 volts. Find the current. First, W equals VI. You already have your power to be 100, then your volt to be what? 240, but your I you don't know. So divide both sides by 240. 240. And that will give you I equals 5/12 amps. Put the unit. This will cancel this. Then I think that should be 5/12. Yes. Okay. Now let's continue. If y equals 3 minus x, find the values of y when x equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to what? Up to 6. Now I'm going to do y equals 3 minus x. When x equals 1, what is y? That means y equals what? 2. Now, when x equals 2, what is y? Just put it. That will be 1. Then when x equals 3, what is y? 0. When x equals 4, what is y? Minus 1. And so on like that. So just continue. You can pick your pen and paper. When x equals 5, what is y? When x equals 6, what is y? Okay. Now, note, working and resulting in example 3 can be set more neatly in a table of values as shown below. What does a table of values mean? When we were treating graphs, I taught you what a table of values is. A table of values is a table that is showing x with the corresponding values of what? Of y. So your y, x is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6. So in your notes, put in all those values. That is, this is when y equals 3 minus x. Okay, let's do together. This is 2, this is 1, this is 0, minus 1, this is minus 2, and this is minus 3. So, is it not good? Makes sense. Another example, if y equals 2x minus 5, make a table of values of y for x equals that. Okay, let's make a table of value. That is what we are asked to do. Don't forget mathematics, you need to follow all the rubrics. All the rubrics. Instructions means rubrics. So, don't go out of context. Okay, we have minus 1, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so when x is minus 1, that will be what? Minus 7. When it is 0, minus 5. When it is 1, minus 3. When it is 2, minus 1. When it is 3, 1. And when it is 4, 3. I think that is correct. Now, you can just transfer the table of values to this one, to this place. Okay, I left that space thinking that okay, this place is just to calculate. Let me see. It's just to calculate. Let me use it for calculation. So I believe you are following. Okay, just do so. This one is for y equals 2x minus 5. So when x equals minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is what we have, right? Okay, y equals, when it is minus 1, that will be 2 into minus 1 minus 5. That will be y equals minus 7. Then when x equals 0, that will be y equals 2 into 0 minus 5. Y equals minus 5. So please, when x equals 1, 2, 3, 4, do that on your own. Okay, let's look at the other example. Oh God. The weekly cost C is in naira of running an household of n people is given by the formula C equals, this is supposed to be 180 n, not 180, it's 180 n. Please find the weekly cost for 5 people. That is when n equals what? 5. Then how many people are there if the weekly cost is what? 1,170. Okay, first write out the formula. C equals 180 N plus what? 450. So when N equals 5, that is 180 multiplied by 5 plus 450. Okay, and this will give you, this will be 900, 450, that is in dollars, 1,350. Okay, now the next question says that how many people are there if the weekly cost is 1,170? So when C is 1,170, what is N? That is the meaning. That is 1,000, this is question B. That is 1,170 minus, I'm already collecting the like terms now, 450 equals 180 N. Don't forget you are looking for N. Okay, 1,170 minus 450, that should give us 720, if I'm not mistaken, 720. Then divided by 180, that will give us 4. That is this. The number of people that will make the weekly cost to be 1,170 is just 4. Okay. Next example, say from a height of h meters above sea level, it is possible to see a distance approximately d kilometers. So this is the formula. This is where we are going to. D is in kilometers and h is in what? Is in meters. Okay. Now, from what height is it possible to see a distance of 10 kilometers? Then what is the distance can be seen with height of 18 meters. Okay. Let's start with question A. Don't forget what I'm doing. I always write out the formula, 25h. Okay. So you want to look for, what are you looking for now? You are looking for the distance. Okay, you're looking for the height. Okay, height. When the distance is 10. So just put it, multiply by 10 squared is what? 100 equals 25h. This will be 200 divided by what? 25, which is h. That means h equals what? 8 meters. 8 meters. Now B. B says find distance when the height is 18. You already have the height. Don't forget 2d squared equals 25h. Now you already have the height to be what? 18. That is 2d squared equals 25 multiplied by 18 meters. So you are looking for d, divide both sides by 2. That means d squared equals, this should be 225 kilometers. Your distance is in kilometers. This is kilometers. Okay. Now what is the square root of 225? That is what? 15 kilometers. 15 distance in kilometers. Yes. Okay. Now, yes, this is just normal. Okay. Someone will ask me, why is it that we can't have plus negative 15? Because that is a rule in mathematics. Once you are taking the square root, it will take either the positive sign or the negative sign. So distance can never be negative. That is why we are having positive 15. Now, in conclusion, we've been able to deal with different formulae, both in sciences and normal arithmetic. And we've been able to look at how to substitute. Given a formula, then how do you substitute? Okay, look at those exercises we have. This one help me to form the table of values for this, please. Then send it to me through the mail. Then also solve this. Don't forget the way we solved our previous examples. Then also attempt this question also as well. Now, for your further readings, look at all those things that we have. New General Mathematics, your stand. Then this link, you can just click on the link on your desktop, on your laptop, on your whatever device that you are using. And it will take you to a YouTube page and you will view the videos. Then also the other link also. And Mathematics in Focus for GSS3 is also an helpful material. So thank you very much for listening. God bless you. Bye.